Hey there, everyone. This is your host with the most, Team Rarai. I have two of my friends from the YWC. Introduce yourself, guys.
Alright, I'm Tony, aka the Wrestling Talent.
What's going on, guys? It's from my project.
Okay, guys, things coming on board. We are going to discuss the 2013 TLC. Now, first match was the pre-show. It was, oh my lord, will someone help me out? I forgot who was in the pre-show.
Dolph Ziggler and Fandango.
And this match was okay. I wish they give him more time. Of course, Fandango pick up the victory. So, who wants to go first to discuss this match?
Dave, you can go ahead.
Yeah, with me, honestly, this match could have lasted a lot longer. It felt a little rushed to me. Kind of sucked that Dolph Ziggler lost, though, and we'll see what happens with both guys. I really hope Dolph Ziggler will eventually go back into the main event picture since he's in the doghouse right now.
Yeah, I agree. I honestly was surprised that Fandango won. Most everybody predicted Dolph Ziggler to win. I had a little bit of a feeling Fandango could have pulled up the win, which he did, but the match wasn't really anything special. They didn't give it enough time. I think if they gave it enough time, the match would have been really good because these guys, I honestly think they're both good wrestlers. So, yeah, but really nothing special. It was rushed.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. And they're both young guys, right, guys? They're both young in the WWE roster.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both, yeah.
Yeah, and I really hopefully WWE keep these guys, and hopefully they're not dumb to release them in the future.
Oh, God, no.
Okay.
Hopefully not.
Okay, first match to kick off the pay-per-view was... Who wants to start this one now?
I'll go ahead. We had a 3-on-1 handicap match, CM Punk versus The Shield, and I thought this was a really good opener. CM Punk, in my opinion, works well with all three members of The Shield. They have good chemistry with each other. I would love to see, in the future, I'd love to see Seth Rollins and CM Punk feud.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be awesome. Maybe even Dean Ambrose, but we've already seen that enough. I'd rather just see CM Punk and Seth Rollins feud down the road.
Oh, yeah.
He's a championship, but
he's a beast. Look what he did at the Survivor Series. He kicked fucking ass, didn't he?
That was Roman Reigns. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. But this is a really good match. I liked it. Surprisingly, CM Punk picked up the win. What happened was Roman Reigns accidentally screwed Dean Ambrose. Punk took advantage of that, got the 1-2-3, and CM Punk won. And a good match to open the show, in my opinion.
Yeah, what's your thoughts, Dave?
Yeah, I thought it was a really great match, and it looked like it planted the seeds for WrestleMania 30, possibly even match it between Roman Reigns and maybe Dean Ambrose, possibly. I really liked how the whole match was able to set up that and everything. It told a good story for WrestleMania 30. I was a little bit surprised that CM Punk won this year with my picks and everything, but, I like everybody in
Yeah, I think we lost Dave there.
that match, so...
Okay. You still there, Dave? We lost him?
Shows he's still in here.
Yeah, I'm still in here.
Okay. I guess we lost connection from you a little bit. Can you repeat that, please?
Yeah, I can repeat that. As I was saying before you guys lost me and everything, I really enjoyed the match. I liked how it set up for a possible matchup between Roman Reigns and maybe even Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania 30. Originally, I had the Shield to actually get the win, but I didn't expect CM Punk to get it, which was cool. So it ended up being a win-win situation.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good match for kick off the TLC, Next match, guys. Go for it. Anyone, I don't care.
Dave, go ahead.
The next match that we did have, and I'm pretty sure it was a Divas match where we had AJ Lee defeating Natalia for the Divas Championship. And with that one, I thought it was a good match, and it didn't really matter to me who won that one. I was hoping mainly more Natalia would get the win since AJ Lee has the title for the longest time now. So it looks like we might see a rematch at the Royal Rumble next month. I wouldn't be surprised about that. And we'll see what happens with that. Maybe Natalia will get her Divas Championship, but we'll see what happens in the future.
Tony?
To be honest, I thought this was a good Divas match. I got enough time. I enjoyed it. I think these two have good chemistry with each other. As Dave said, I also predicted Natalia to win, but I was fine with whoever. I'm fine with whoever won. It didn't matter to me. I think they're both good, women wrestlers, and yeah, AJ retained the belt. So we'll have to see where things go from here.
Now, for me, AJ had a belt since, I think, Payback, correct?
Yeah, June.
And it was kind of weird how she won it. Like, she was playing possum, and then she did like a roll up plus. She pointed her, and the referee and I see it. What do you expect? That's how heels do. Now, if she's a face, she will win cleanly. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Mm-hmm.
And I think this feud is not over. I get what you guys are saying. This feud is not over. I think it might go into WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Possibly.
Maybe. I don't know how WWE wants to. They might change things at the last minute, Okay.
Yeah.
Next match. Go ahead, guys.
We had Damien Sandow versus Big E Langston for the Intercontinental Championship. Honestly, it wasn't a bad match. I honestly think that this match was like these two work better than Big E Langston and Curtis Axel in my opinion. It was short and sweet. The match was. That's really all that was needed to be done for this match. And really, it's plain and simple. Big E Langston retaining the Intercontinental Championship, and I'm okay with that. So Big E Langston continues to be on a roll.
Dave, your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good match. I actually enjoyed this one. I'm glad Big E Langston was able to get his win and retain the IC Championship. So I'm kind of curious where Damien Sandow is going to go from here. Maybe there might be a rematch or something like that. And it looks like he's been most likely slowly built up and eventually getting his way into the main event. So that's pretty cool. So I'm really excited to see where things are going to go for both guys.
Yeah, hopefully they don't drop the ball like they did to Curtis Axel, and that's very sad, Curtis Axel is a young guy, and I'm not a really big fan of him. You know what I'm saying, guys? I mean, that's just how I feel about him.
Yeah.
But next, I mean, it was a good match, but I hopefully he'll dominate the IC division. You know what I'm saying? But it's a long process. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, next match, go for it.
The next match I have here, this is Kofi Kingston and The Miz, and that was basically made as a pre-show match, and that's where The Miz badmouthed Kofi Kingston a lot. He had enough of it, and then that's how the match was made. With me, I think it could have been a lot more better. I don't really care for these guys in the ring together. I don't see the chemistry really there, and it was an open disqualification match, which is really weird to me, that it felt like it was a singles match, and they didn't really use any weapons or whatever, which was kind of stupid, but anyway, I guess I'm glad that Kofi Kingston won. Hopefully this feud is over, I'm just saying.
Yeah, Tony?
To be honest, the match, it was not that bad, but, the thing about it, though, is, if it could be like, what do you call it? If we, this isn't it could be like the first time we've seen these two, wrestle each other, it would maybe been a better match, but seeing as if we've already seen these guys, have feud after feud after feud over the last couple of years, and then, the recent, the past couple of weeks, since like Survivor Series, it just really, it didn't really work out well. I just think the match could have been better if it was two guys for the first time facing each other, but we've already seen these guys in the ring so many times before, and I'm okay with the outcome. Kofi won. I had a feeling he was going to win, but I would have rather had Miz win, but, because I am a bigger Miz fan than Kofi, but Kofi picked up the win, and I guess because, Miz has got the win the last couple weeks, since they've been having matches, so Kofi finally got his revenge, but overall an okay match, but, it could have been better, as Dave said, seeing it was a no disqualification match.
Yeah, for me, I think this match was sloppy. I mean, from my point of view. Plus, what Dave said, they didn't use no weapons. What's the purpose of this freaking match? No disqualifications? What's the freaking match? They just use chairs and all the weapons. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
that was the whole idea of a TLC, but whatever. I think that we kind of dropped the ball in that match, and plus they just added us a match at the last minute to, because have the main event have more time. You know what I'm saying? I hate when WWE does that at the last minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Um,
It messes everybody's predictions. You know what I'm saying?
no, it should have been a tables match because it is
Yeah,
TLC, but whatever.
Might as well then.
Yeah, whatever. The only one stipulation match, TLC.
whatever. Okay, next match.
I believe I'm honestly I'm off W.com, so I'm looking at their photo
Yeah,
gallery, but
Okay.
whatever. I'm just gonna go with the next one I see. Okay, it looks like we have Daniel Bryan versus the Wyatts. I don't know if this is in order or not, but so be it. 3-1 handicap match. You know what? I honestly don't think this was. I like this match. To be honest, I don't. I still think the CM Punk and Shield one was better, but I like this match. I was surprised at how good it was. That's just my opinion. I thought it was a good match. And Daniel Bryan looked like Daniel Bryan was going for the win, and all this. He was on a roll against Rowan and Harper, but at the end, Daniel Bryan tried to go for the yes lock, but it got countered, and Bray Wyatt planted him with his sister Abigail, and Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family pick up the win. So hopefully this storyline's over. I'm not really haven't been a big fan of this storyline. It's either Daniel Bryan joins him, which he's not going to, or Daniel Bryan goes his own way. I just honestly think I hope it's over, and I think it is over though. So
Yeah. What's your thoughts, I'm sorry, Dave.
Yeah, I thought it was a great match. I really enjoyed it. Again, I like all guys in that match. It was really cool seeing Bray Wyatt back in the ring ever since he was injured, so that was really cool. With that one, I was actually really happy that the Wyatt family won that one. A little surprised too that Daniel Bryan lost that one, since I wanted him to get the win more. But it's fine with me. Hopefully, I will see what's going to be happening with Daniel Bryan. I'm pretty sure he'll go back in the title picture once again, and we'll see what happens from there. Maybe eventually he'll get a spot in the Royal Rumble too as well.
Yeah, I prefer instead of a handicap match, make it like a gauntlet match. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be the same stipulation as the Punk match. You know what I'm saying? Handicap. You know what I'm saying? Make it a little different though. Be a little different. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But whatever.
That's cool.
I think that we kind of fucked up on that. Why have two handicap matches? One could be a handicap match and one could be a gauntlet match. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But whatever. It was a good match, but not as good as the first handicap match you guys said earlier in this podcast. Okay, next match.
Next match that I do have is R-Truth defeating Brodus Clay. With this one, it was basically a Raw match to me. It was pretty good at best. It was actually pretty cool to see the transformation even more, how Brodus Clay is looking to be a heel. I'm pretty sure we'll probably get like maybe Brodus Clay and Tensai in the future, maybe at WrestleMania or something like that. But I don't know if it's going to really last that long, but we'll see. So it's really cool to see how we're going to get Brodus Clay more as a heel, and now he's calling himself a so-called main eventer, which is kind of funny. But it's cool that R-Truth won, so can't really complain, I guess.
Tony, what's your thoughts?
Honestly, with this one, like Dave said, this just felt like a Raw match. This could have been on Superstars, a main event, or something like that. It was like, it was just honestly filler, and all this. It was mainly just the point of just to start the wheels, turning for a Brodus Clay heel turn, pretty much, because, Tensai and the Funkadactyls left Brodus or whatever, and then that allowed R-Truth to get the win. Like, it would distract Brodus Clay. Yeah, it was just filler. It kind of was just kind of a 5-minute filler match. So whatever, but it was okay. But I'd rather just them keep it for have it on Raw tonight or something. But that's whatever.
Yeah, or SmackDown main event. It was a okay match, not one of the best matches. Now, before we continue the next match, what's your thoughts on his heel turn, guys?
Well, to be honest, I think Brodus Clay as the Funkasaurus has kind of really gotten old and all this.
Yep.
I don't think it really worked out for him. I think they should have kept him heel as he was, like being a bodyguard and all that. I think that worked out for him, but
Yep.
they fucked up there, so they turned him face and made him into a fucking joke.
Yep.
A guy like this could be, he could really be, I'm not saying like a big star, but I mean, he could be, at least a good mid-card champion.
Oh yeah.
If they built him right. But honestly, I think it's good for Brodus Clay that they're starting to turn him heel, and possibly, I guess you could say he'll be turning on Tensai soon here. So yeah.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that, really quickly, Dave?
Yeah, like I said before, I think it's gonna do wonders too for him, for Brodus Clay and everything. So now we can see more of him as a heel, since we didn't really get to see the full potential of him being a heel. So this is gonna be really interesting, and I'm really liking it. So I'm curious to see where it goes.
So I guess this whole group is are gonna break up very soon, you know, and I mean it's just running its course. That's all I'm gonna say. And then maybe the girls, the divas, are gonna go their separate ways also. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah.
That'll be
Okay.
cool.
Yeah. Next match, kick it off. Someone.
All right. We had the Fatal 4 elimination match for the WWE Tag Team Championships, I do believe.
Yes.
I could be wrong.
Yes.
This was a really fun match.
Hell yeah,
really
it
good
was.
match. Exciting. But you know what? I think the match it was more exciting at the end, like when you have the last two teams after the other two eliminated. Basically, Curtis Axel and Ryback were eliminated, and then the Real Americans were eliminated, and it was down to Cody and Goldust versus Ray and Big Show, and this is where the match was really good when it was just those two teams. A lot of really cool spots. You know, the fans were chanting, "This is awesome," and all this, which it was awesome. And at the end of the day, I was happy with the outcome as the Rhodes brothers, you know, the Brotherhood, whatever they're calling themselves, got the win and retained the titles. And after the match, I think that, you know, it was nice sportsmanship. All four men shook hands and, you know, hugged each other and all that. And that was probably, you know, a good moment, you know. So yeah.
Dave.
Yeah, I thought it was a really great match. Probably one of the matches of the night, honestly. And like Tony said before, once it came down to the end, it was a really great roller coaster ride. Even the Real Americans did really good. I almost thought they were going to win since they were dominating throughout the whole entire thing practically until they got eliminated. And Curtis Axel and as well Ryback, I thought they were going to last throughout most of the match, but they didn't really last that long. And I almost thought towards the end that Rey Mysterio and the Big Show were going to be the winners, but of course, Team Rhodes Scholars, the Rhodes family were able to get the win. So that was really cool there. So I'm glad Cody and as well Goldust were able to retain the championships. And it kind of seemed like to me that maybe we might get a little tease of more of Goldust and Cody Rhodes maybe for WrestleMania. I think that's still a possibility that we could still see that match unless they're going to go into WrestleMania as champions and wrestle as the tag team champions. Who knows? But I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a good match, high pace, and I love high paces matches. And I love. I didn't know it was a fatal four-way elimination match until the announcers said that. Do you guys know that in advance?
No.
Okay. It was a good match. I give you guys W 2 thumbs up. Okay, next match on the card will be.
Next match, we have the main event between WWE Champion and World Champion between John Cena and as well Randy Orton. And this was a really great match. I thought it was well worth it. I really loved the video package even before the actual match and everything. It told a really great story too. Probably even one of the better John Cena and Randy Orton matches that I've seen in a really long time. At one point, I thought John Cena was going to win, but Randy Orton was able to come back on top and actually keep both championships. So I heard rumors that we might get a new undisputed championship, which is keep the titles both as the WWE World titles. So I don't know what's going on there. So with that, I'm actually happy that Randy Orton was able to get the win and a clean win. I'm actually even happy even more that there was no shenanigans or nothing like that, and it was just a legit win, and we didn't see any interference, and that was really cool. So I'm really curious to see what's going to be happening for Raw and as well for the road to WrestleMania.
Okay, Tony, go for it, man.
Well, as Dave said, this was a really fun match. You know, it was back and forth and all this, you know, and yeah, at one point, a couple of times, I actually thought Cena was going to get the win. You know, they pulled a breaking point on 9 where Orton handcuffed Cena to the turnbuckle or whatever, you know, to the rope, and Cena obviously got out of it. But you know, it was a really good match. There were a few botches that I noticed, but you know, when isn't there really botches? In a match sometimes. So yeah, but at the end of the day, Randy Orton pushed John Cena to the ladder. Cena went through a table. Orton grabbed both titles off the hanger. I guess it's pretty much a hanger with a W logo on it, but they grabbed off the hanger with both belts, and the Authority, Triple H, Stephanie, and Vince came out and celebrated with Orton. And I was reading online as well that it looks like they're just going to keep the WWE title and they're going to call it the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Which makes sense because what do you call it? The WWE title, that design, it's almost almost a year old, so it's fairly new. And the world title, I heard they're retiring that, so it's about time that the belt got retired. So basically, there was really no unification. They just gave the WWE title a new name, pretty much. They just put they put the world heavyweight name in there with it. So that's that. But I'm happy with the outcome. For once, John Cena doesn't win a big match. That's for all the marbles. For once, he doesn't win. Orton gets the win here. So yeah. And also, as Dave said, this probably was one of their better matches in their feud that they had, and I also love the video package. It told a great story of this, of their feud over the past couple of years. So yeah.
Yeah, I like the match. The video package was awesome. Now I don't know if you guys realize when John Cena got handcuffed to the ring and it says, how is he gonna get out of here? Is he gonna break it? No, he twisted off like CM Punk did in 2011 TLC, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, same fucking thing. You gotta be kidding though. You gotta bring back the old thing, and it's kind of cool how he went up the ladder and he still had a chain. I mean, the handcuffs tied to the rope. Is that weird?
Mm-hmm.
And then he used that as a weapon. But overall, I don't care who wins, but it don't matter for me because Orton won. But we'll find out in the future what's gonna happen. But I'm kind of glad the outcome. But I really thought something's big gonna happen. Like a lot of rumors you guys said off camera, like Y2J might interfere or Triple H or something. But no interference. It was a clean victory. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Yep, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it was a good thing because a lot of wrestling fans get mad because it's interfering. Like this past August interference, and if you really thought of it about SummerSlam, it all worked out in the whole storyline. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah.
So, you have anything else to say before we end this podcast?
Overall, I would say this is a great show. I don't care what the bashers, those bashers out there to the show are saying about it. That's their opinion. But my opinion is it was a great show. I still think SummerSlam is pay-per-view of the year, but this probably would be the second or third best pay-per-view of the year. Right behind SummerSlam. So yeah, overall great show. Don't forget to check out my review, which is on my channel. Put it up earlier this morning. So take it, Dave.
Yeah, honestly, to me, I thought it was a great pay-per-view. I enjoyed it, and there really isn't that many complaints out of me from it. And definitely go follow me Twitter at David Rivera 1989 and go sub to me on my Frontman Project channel.
Yeah, it was a good thing too, and I'm happy that I had to pay for that freaker because WPVs are overpriced these days. But whatever, I had good quality picture, and that's all I'm gonna say. And the next step is Road to WrestleMania, and I'm looking forward to it, guys. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Can't wait for that.
So that's it for guys. That's it for guys. Thanks for coming on board.
Thank you for having us.
So all the champions are out here. Adios, amigos. Peace out, wrestling gurus. Peace out. Adios.
Later.